Hello and a very warm welcome to my channel. This afternoon, we give you a piece of breaking news: Harry pathetic and Meghan so ungainly for interrupted a Zoom call. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle surprised a group of mental health charity workers on Wednesday by tuning into their staff video meeting, marking the couple's first joint appearance since moving into Tyler Perry's $18 million Los Angeles mansion. One of the staff participating tweeted, "Shocked they took over our staff meeting. Doesn't seem all the staff thought it was a good thing." Ricky Neal, who works for Crisis Text Line in Atlanta, took to social media on Thursday to share a photo of a staff Zoom call where the Duke and Duchess were royal guests. He said in an Instagram post, "It's not every day that Meghan and Harry jump into your staff meeting and champion the work you do. Blessed to still be working during these crazy times." Body language expert Judy James reviewed, "These two have no degrees in psychology or any other mental health degree, and I wonder if they've ever even received training for these mental health crisis hotlines that people call who are usually in serious trouble. No, these two think that because Diana died when Harry was young that qualifies them as mental health experts. Why does anyone listen to these two unqualified people? Also, has anyone else noticed that most times when Harry is talking, Meghan looks angry? Look at her face in that picture, she sure looks angry to him. She wants Harry to shut up, and let her do all the talking." On The Sun, Ms. Angela Mollard also thinks so and said, "They have a very overinflated view of themselves. If they crashed the meeting to lift people's spirits, I would be furious if they crashed one of my staff meetings. Personally, I think most people's spirits would be lifted by seeing a loved one or seeing someone get better from the virus." She added, "Exactly what are their qualifications to participate in anything to do with education or mental health? Harry needed help getting through school, and by help, I mean someone else completed his assignments. Meghan studied what, theater arts, at university. And there is still no verification that she ever graduated." Meanwhile, a fan has the edge. "I sees that Harry is still in that one shirt. The one shirt he has been snapped in more than 5 times in a month and a half. Plus, you have to be sent a login number and password to join any Zoom meeting, so it was never a surprise, it was planned beforehand. Something is off about all of this." Harry and Meghan were seen dressed in casual clothing as they spoke to the team members from what appears to be Tyler Perry's Beverly Hills home. Daily Mail TV last month revealed the couple has been hiding out at the ultra-luxury mansion since March, when they moved to Los Angeles from Vancouver Island amid the COVID-19 lockdown. And many fans also blast Meghan and Harry. A fan said that it is dirty PR. He said, "Having given up the titles and realizing other countries aren't going to fund their sofa surfing lifestyle, they've realized they are irrelevant nobodies. Rather than keep their heads down, they take every and any opportunity to court attention, self-promotes, and cause dramas because this is what they do, and they've nothing else to do. Give it a while, and after burning their bridges abroad they will be back expecting us to be grateful. I hope they stay where they are." A fan reply, "I fail to see the relevance of this pair involving themselves in UK events and issues when they have left Great Britain. This is all about them keeping themselves in the forefront of people and not about the charities or organizations. They are either members of the royal family or not. We don't need or want this half-in half-out approach." Another added, "It's ridiculous. They're not royal, so they're not fulfilling public duties or patronages, they're just two members of the public who are not qualified to speak about any of the things they're lecturing on. It's dangerous and I cannot understand why it is allowed to happen. More self-promotion. It's every day now. They don't get it, they just aren't relevant anymore." And the last one wrote, "First, these two do not know what championing the work of other people really is. I am sure they made it again all about themselves. Business as usual. Second, they wanted to step down from royal duties and now they are trying to do exactly the same work as they did as working royals. So what is the point? Oh, we really are pushing the PR boat out. You would think they had a book coming out and needed to advertise it." And seeing Harry's pathetic state, a royal fan shared his rather long personal opinion about the couple. She said, "Obsessed is a strong word, so I'd change it to interested. As to why, well, how many times has a dear, beloved working royal married a scam artist, with plans to use her popularity to become a queen rather than Catherine, when Prince William becomes king? How could Meghan not understand how royal precedence works? Harry could never be William. And Meghan didn't get it at all. Crazy, weird, huh? So we're watching a car crash in slow motion. Seriously, Harry and Meghan are a huge story, because they have huge problems. I would say karma has bitten them in their behinds, and they are now reaping what they have sowed over the last 2.5 awful years of having Meghan the diva at the center of the web. Mind you, Meghan will always think she is the smartest, best, most capable person in the room, and that sometimes includes the Queen. But only if Meghan is thousands of miles away from her. Meghan cannot let go of Harry while he greets a woman from Grenfell. Weird and creepy. Meghan runs away from meetings with the Queen, because Markle cannot lie to herself and truly believe she outwits the Queen. Meghan would need to be high or delusional to believe that, and so she runs away from any confrontation with Queen Elizabeth. Come on, Harry. Leave her in LA and come back to the UK. Meghan took a perfectly affable, well-loved, fun, happy and dutiful prince away from the trappings of royalty so she could be free. One simply cannot make this story up. It's fascinating, intriguing, sad, and strange. Meghan turned Prince Harry into a pariah. He is now almost as disliked as Markle herself. Meghan, who thought she could beat the UK newspapers, is going to have to face shame in court. Her father's day of retribution is coming. The 5 anonymous friends will be called to the witness stand. Meanwhile, we watch in wonder as the inept couple mooches off others, living in their houses, putting up ugly security fences at someone else's home, the gall, and they are not getting any jobs. We watch because Harry should have stayed behind. Let Meghan find herself. Archie. Who knows? It could be that Meghan will use Archie to get more money out of any settlement. As long as the grifter stays in the good old USA, the world can breathe a sigh of relief. Meghan is with her kind of people, celebrities, small and large. Harry is a sideshow, almost like the caged tiger people pay to come and watch. It's sad. And interesting. This situation would be funny, except it's really happening right now in Hollywood. I think a film will be made about them, but Meghan won't be playing herself. No. It will take a woman of great acting strength to portray Meghan and her duplicitous nature. Make some popcorn, grab a drink, and watch the show. Meanwhile, in the latest news, with the country on lockdown, there have been reports that the Queen is unlikely to return to public-facing duties for many months. Buckingham Palace is operating on a skeletal staff and will not open to the public this summer, while the Queen and Prince Philip will remain in self-isolation at Windsor Castle for the foreseeable future. However, far from disappearing during the coronavirus pandemic, Her Majesty has maintained a high profile. She worked for as long as she could before the COVID-19 outbreak forced the country into lockdown in March. While she is said to be frustrated that her spring and summer events, like Trooping the Colour and the traditional garden parties, have been cancelled, she is said to be planning to return to Buckingham Palace to resume her official program when it is safe to do so. Palace aides won't comment on what is being planned for the autumn, but it is understood events are being planned for the Queen. The idea that we won't see the Queen in public again is certainly not the case, said a second source. The Queen is planning to come back to work, and when she does I think we'll see her work harder than ever. The Queen, who has addressed the nation twice in the past 7 weeks, famously said she had to be seen to be believed, and while we may not see her shaking hands with members of the public, the monarch has no plans to quit public life. The idea that she'll reign from a screen is not Her Majesty's view, the source added. There's a keenness to get back to doing the sort of work she has always done. She very much believes in being seen. The coronavirus has forced the monarchy to adapt quickly and change the way it works. All senior members have been called upon to work together and support the Queen, who is in regular contact with all of her family. While she is keen to return to normality, the Queen is said to be making the most of her time in lockdown at her favorite of all the royal residences. She is writing daily and is said to be in excellent spirits. She is traditionally at Windsor at this time for Easter Court, but she is enjoying a prolonged period at the castle with her husband, who usually returns to Sandringham later this month. One of the nicest things for the Queen is that she is getting to spend more time with her husband than she usually would, said a friend. They have dinner together in the evenings, and I imagine the Queen is of the generation where she dresses for dinner. She is riding out every day and is making the most of this time. We will update this news to you in the next videos. Please subscribe to my channel to not miss any new video by me. And you can also like and share my video for anyone you think they need it. Now, thank you for watching, goodbye and see you in the next videos.